Oh, you didn't know? We're counting down the top 10 Mattel Elites as voted by the Nerdzoic community for Series 11 to 20, so you better call somebody! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to... If you're returning, thanks for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. If it's your first time here, welcome, my nerdy friend. My name is Matt, and this is Nerdzoic. This channel is all about toys, collectibles, comic books, and just living that nerd life. If you're not already subscribed, please consider giving me the old subscribe, and if you're a returning viewer, please give this a like because it really helps us out. Today we're looking at the Mattel Elite series. It's our second video in this line. The first video is linked below. Well, we're going through and we're trying to figure out what the best Elites ever were. We're doing it 10 series at a time. So again, Series 1 to Series 10 is below in the description. Today we're doing Series 11 to Series 20. So these were all released between the years of 2011 and 2013. This entire list, this top 10, was put together by vote. So everybody had an opportunity. I put this vote out in various Facebook groups and on our social. And the votes were vote for your top 5 and rank them. So I listed literally every single release between Series 11 and 20. And everybody got to choose their top 5. Their number 1 choice was rated with a 5 weight, and their number 1 choice with a 1 weight, and then everything in between obvious, I think. As I said, this vote was determined by the community. Right now, voting is up for Series 21 to 30. If you want to be part of that, and you should, head to the link in the description or at the end of this video as soon as the video is done and fill that sucker out. Now, just for fun, I did look up how much all these figures are going for on eBay, and I will share that with you as we go through the list. Prices are based on completed eBay auctions for mint-on-card figures in the last 30 days. And as always, stick around to the end for a bonus. I'll give you my list, my top 10, and it's a little bit dissenting, so let's get into this puppy. Coming in at number 10 is Big Daddy Cool Diesel with 6.3% of the vote. And he's going for about $76. The flashback figure comes with a biker jacket and the winged eagle, which is my favorite WWE, WCW, ECW, any wrestling belt ever. I gotta be honest though, I never really understood this Diesel gimmick. Is he supposed to be a truck? I did enjoy The Rock making fun of him though. Hey, Big Daddy Cool. Coming in at number 9 is Kane from Elite Series 12 with 7.6% of the vote. And he's going for a whopping $140. This is a flashback figure that is his debut attire. Remember that? That's gotta be Kane! It also comes with a voice box thingy so he can say things like, Katie Vick, will you go to prom with me? Coming in at number 8 is ZACK RYDER from Elite 17 with 8.2% of the vote. You can pick him up on average for about $99. This ZACK RYDER comes with sunglasses, a bandana, and of course the Internet Championship belt. This is a really cool figure, and it's always had a strong collecting following as far as Zach goes. I mean, well, not Zach, Matt Cardona. But his collecting, I think, makes him even more popular. Woo, 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 you know it. Take a shot. Coming in at number 7 is Papa Shango from Elite 12. With 8.3% of the vote, you can pick him up for about $132. This is a flashback figure that comes with his hat, necklace, and voodoo staff. I wish I could have bought this guy at the time because I'd love to have him, and he is not cheap now. Talk about a career change though. Charles Wright, the guy who plays Papa Shango, first he was a witch doctor here, then he went from there to being a street fighter, and from there to being a pimp, all in about 5 years. Career progression. Coming in at number 6 is CM Punk from Elite 11, garnering 8.5% of the vote and costing about $103. Can you guys hear it? CM Punk, CM Punk, yeah, everyone loves CM Punk. This CM Punk is the Nexus CM Punk, with his Nexus armband and his black t-shirt. I'm gonna be honest, as a character, I hated the Nexus CM Punk. I really enjoyed the original Nexus angle when it was Wade Barrett leading them, but then it kind of got watered down. CM Punk, I miss you. Please come back, preferably to AEW. We're halfway through and I hope you're enjoying this video. Have a request though. Please share this video with a friend who likes wrestling figures or is a friend who is a wrestling fan that you're trying to seduce into the dark side of collecting. Also, even though Hacksaw's not on the list, give me the old thumbs up. Oh, tough guy. Coming in at number 5 is YOKOZUNA from Elite 15 with 8.7% of the vote. He's one of the cheapest figures you can pick up on this top 10 at just $57. This flashback figure is not my favorite Yokozuna, and I don't have him. I instead have the one I like better, which is the Hall of Fame Yoko that depicts him later and fatter in his career. The thing I hate about this one is the robe looks like a picnic blanket, which I realize that's what he looked like. I think he just should have came with a bag of actual salt instead. How cool would that be? Coming in at number 4 is the Big Boss Man from Elite 14 with 9.3% of the vote and is going for about $52. Again, relatively cheap on this list. Flashback figure comes with a whole bunch of stuff, including his sunglasses, a ball and chain, handcuffs, and a nightstick. I hope this one gets re-released here sooner than later because I would love to get him. What saddens me the most though is we're never going to get a Mountie figure to go with it because the Canadian Mounties hate the WWE for creating the Mountie. So this is officially the cheapest to obtain on this list based on values, but in fairness, it's only had one sale in the last 30 days, so the comps are a little bit jaded. Coming in at number 3 is Big Sexy Kevin Nash from Elite 16 with 11.5% of the vote and is going for $156. This was a variant, part of Elite 16, that went along with Diesel, and I guess they shipped as like an alternate case-by-case basis. It's a flashback. It comes with the spray-painted NWO WCW title, you know, the WCW big gold where they spray painted NWO on it. And he's wearing his big old red Outsiders outfit with the fringe on the sides. My only complaint on this figure is I feel like his hair is a little bit too light as opposed to Diesel, which is closer to the jet black he had, at least in the WWF. This figure is the most expensive figure on this top 10 list to obtain today. And that, my friends, is just too sweet! Coming in at number 2 is Mankind from Elite 17 with 12.8% of the vote and going for $66. This flashback comes with his mask and Mr. Sacco! The only thing missing from this figure is some bloodstains on the shirt. I'd love to see a corporate Mankind re-release, but I'm not holding my breath. We did get the old school Mankind with the brown, I don't even know what you want to call that, a few years ago. But hey, a guy can wish. And until then, have a nice day! What do you... I'm burning that sock. Coming in at number 1 is CM Punk from Elite 16 with a whopping 18.7% of the vote and is going for about $122. This is, in my humble opinion, the best CM Punk action figure ever made. This is the Summer of Punk version. It's Punk's second time on this top 10 list. Combined, he's got over a quarter of the vote goes to CM Punk figures. Ironically, if you add in the two faces of Nash and Diesel, these two gentlemen dominate this list for these 10 series with 44% of the total list. That's kind of crazy. I haven't talked about Punk in like 3 minutes. Is he in AEW yet? All right, as promised, here's my ranking. Here's a couple guys that I had in my top 10 that weren't in the original top 10. First, Chris Jericho from Elite 20. I don't know how you guys didn't vote him in. He's got his glow-in-the-jar light bright jacket. I love this thing. What are you thinking? Then we got Christian from Elite 20. Okay, this is probably nostalgia. I really enjoyed him back in the day, and I'm probably just showing this figure for the benefit of those with flash photography. Then I have Brock Elite 19 on my list, which I think holds up really, really well. Although recently it might be displaced by the Ultimate Brock Lesnar. I haven't actually seen or gotten that in my hand yet. How is it for those of you who've gotten it so far? And then my other one is Brodus Clay from Elite 18. I just love this figure. I got such a kick out of this character because it was so stupid, I guess. Plus, he's the only Fox News correspondent with an action figure that I can think of, at least. Somebody call his mama. So my final rankings, as you can see up on the screen, Brodus Clay is 32 spots ahead of everybody else. Brock is 8 ahead of everybody else. Christian just snuck on. He actually was doing pretty well on the overall ranking. Jericho, 11 spot jump. Kane, I have 2 ahead. The CM Punk that came in number 1, I had at number 5, so he's down some. And then everybody else was pretty close. Ironically, Kevin Nash was my number 3 as well. And then Mankind and Bossman each jumped up a couple spots. But overall, my number 1 from these 10 series is Mankind. I love that figure, even though that freaking sock just attacked me. All right, now that you've watched this video, check out the video on the screen that YouTube is recommending. And don't forget, if you want to be part of the next poll as we march to finding the greatest Elite of all time, check out the link in the description and on the screen right now. That poll will be live until Halloween, October 31st of 2020. Till next time, be cool and stay nerdy.